No one expected it. Not the press, not the palace insiders, and certainly not the public. But when Prince William and Princess Kate appeared, unscheduled, unscripted, and unguarded, the world paused. And in that moment, everything changed. For years, the royal family has followed tradition with meticulous precision. Every announcement is carefully vetted, every appearance orchestrated with centuries-old etiquette. But this was different. On what seemed like a typical day, a sudden message appeared on the royal website. A statement would be issued at exactly 6 p.m. No context, no leaks. Just a ticking clock and a rising sense of unease. The media erupted. Veteran royal correspondents scrambled for answers. Phones lit up across newsrooms. Speculation ran wild. Was it a health scare, a departure, a scandal? In royal circles, silence isn't just rare, it's alarming. When no one is talking, it usually means something massive is about to break. That morning, William and Kate skipped a scheduled public event. Nothing unusual at first. But once the 6 p.m. statement was announced, their absence suddenly seemed strategic. Then came the moment itself. There was no golden throne, no heralds, no ceremonial fanfare. Just William and Kate standing side by side in what looked like a modest office. William's voice was steady, direct. The monarchy must evolve. It cannot simply exist, it must serve. These weren't just words. It was a signal. Kate followed, equally composed, her words razor-sharp beneath their softness. We are not here to preserve tradition for tradition's sake. We are here to earn trust. That alone would have made headlines. But they weren't finished. Kate announced a new initiative, one that would shake Buckingham Palace to its core, the Diana Initiative. First glance, it sounded like a tribute. But it was far more. This wasn't about flowers at Kensington Palace or quiet memorials. This was a mission, a global nonprofit built on Diana's legacy of compassion, transparency, and action. It wasn't just honoring the past, it was resurrecting it with purpose. And Kate wasn't lending her name for show. She made it clear, no staged appearances, no PR stunts. She would visit shelters, stand with families in pain, and go where the headlines don't follow. It was bold. And it was deeply personal. Princess Diana had once used kindness to challenge the system. Kate was now using it to lead from within. The reaction was immediate. Social media exploded with support. News outlets hailed Kate as the people's queen. But not everyone inside the palace shared the enthusiasm. Queen Camilla, according to sources, was caught off guard. While Charles had been adjusting to his new role as monarch, the spotlight was now elsewhere. Quiet whispers turned into pointed conversations. Had Kate and William gone rogue? There were no public statements from the king or queen. No messages of support. Just silence. Behind palace doors, the tension was undeniable. Camilla, who had fought for years to earn public favor, now saw Diana's name revived, bigger and louder than ever. For her, the past was being rewritten in real time, and not in her favor. Advisors were divided. Some suggested pulling the Diana Initiative under palace control, to manage it, tame it, contain it. But others warned that doing so would only confirm what the public already suspected, that the crown was threatened by its own future. So the palace did nothing. Meanwhile, Prince Harry quietly flew to the UK to see his father, reportedly due to the king's health concerns. Some hoped it was a moment for healing. But insiders revealed the truth. William wasn't interested in discussions. This was no olive branch. It was a statement of intent. Behind closed doors, Charles reportedly confided in aides, "The spotlight has moved." Not in frustration, but in resignation. William had stepped into the public's heart in a way the monarchy hadn't done in years. At a charity event days later, Camilla was asked about the Diana Initiative. Her reply was swift and sharp. The monarchy serves through action, not through memory. To some, it was a veiled criticism. To others, it was a misstep. Either way, the public noticed, and so did Kate. But she didn't respond with headlines. At a Diana Initiative event the following weekend, she said simply, "This work isn't about the past. It's about the future we must build together." The message was clear. She wouldn't be dragged into palace politics. She had a mission, and she was moving forward, no matter who stood behind her or not. This wasn't just another chapter in the royal saga. It was a turning point. The Diana Initiative represents more than charity. It's a shift in power, a redefinition of royalty for a new era. Kate isn't trying to become Diana. She doesn't need to. She's carving her own path, with the same spirit, the same fire, but with a modern strategy rooted in purpose. And William? He's no longer the heir in waiting. He's stepping into leadership, not with a crown but with clarity. Together, they didn't just make an announcement. They sparked a movement. And as the old guard watches in silence, the world watches in awe.